Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome to the tier list we're going to make for hundredline. Although we might come back and play the game again, so maybe we'll make more than one. But for now, we're done with the game, so this is the tier list. Yes. My mouse is
if we
visible,
make a new one... Oh, sorry.
Yes, you continue.
I was just going to say, if we were going to make a new one, it would be just like, oh, we're adding this character here or whatever to the same tier list.
Right. Or this character was so good in this timeline now that we're forgiving them for their sins in another one, for example.
If for some reason that happens, which I doubt, but, you know, I have been proven wrong before, so... Well, we'll see.
Okay.
But we're just going down the list. I want to say, because Maya asked me to tell everyone, yes, it was me who chose the photos for all of this. So some of them are not the same as others, as you can see. Some of them had CG stuff, but we tried to keep it somewhat consistent. For Siri and Nico, we decided to do their human counterparts too, because you see that.
Yeah, I just
maybe
thought
once.
it's funny. Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to match the Siri one with his human form, but Siri only has 2 sprites to work with, so yeah. But anyway, we should start this out by making a new ranking below D tier.
So we'll add a row below. That color.
That's gonna be.
Oh no, I meant to do the opposite. This. The new color. Like that, I guess, is fine. Or is that the same color? This color?
It is the same color, yeah.
Now it's a different color, or is it the same color still?
Okay, now it's different. But
okay.
the name for this one is going to be Unforgivable.
Unforgivable.
If you are in this tier, your position will not move. I do not care how good you are in one timeline. You are dead to me. So, if I felt like we needed to add that, because someone's gonna be in there. But we should actually get onto the tier list because we're gonna be taking forever. So, Ava, need I explain literally anything? There is a reason she's an S tier, and it's because she is easily among one of the best characters, because really sweet, very unfortunate that she gets mind controlled and
brainwashed in like nearly every
brainwashed. Yeah,
the very first ones that we went with her are like the only ones that she wasn't brainwashed in.
Right, and when she's not brainwashed, she doesn't care about the war. She doesn't care about literally anything other than like, oh, I just want to be with Commune and keep her safe.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
not too hard to put her in S tier. Let's be honest. Commune. There's more I could say, but I'm not going to yap on forever. Commune is going to be A tier, and allow me to say why. There's going to be a lot of S tiers. I don't want to add everyone in S tier because it's going to be a lot of bloating. So I'm trying here, but Commune is an honorary S tier, but not truly an S tier. She is so very helpful in a few timelines, and so smart. I feel so bad that she's not in other timelines because we just forget about her a lot of times or just ignore her. because we can. So most of it's due in part by the brainwashing from Ava, brainwashing to Ava. So, can't really blame the writing as much as I can the Sirei and Nico. But anyway, on to the first invader, which just so happens to be Adamakyu.
Yeah. Where's he going?
I just want to say, before we start with the invaders that we don't know, we don't see much, at all. There's a few of them that we have some screen time for and some character building, but aside from, some that I can count on one hand, I'm not really having any giant long list of things to say about everyone. But Adamakyu, on the other hand, Adamakyu, oh, he's great. He is my favorite invader in quotations. Futurin, I should say.
Yeah. Favorite hero. They're all heroes, yes.
Yeah. He's very angry and very sad, very driven. He's very loyal to Dasha, which I love. And no one else was loyal to him, despite Veshnas being horrifying. Which I think is really admirable.
This one was kind of loyal. She was very sad about not helping him earlier. So what's her name? Zenta. Not good with names.
Yeah, it's Zenta, but I don't know. At least on the scale of extremely loyal to, I'm kind of sort of loyal and completely disloyal, or I'm only serving myself. That's kind of what we're working with here, and I don't think Zenta has much characterization other than oh yeah, I'm going with your plan. I'm going to help cover for you. That's kind of all she's there for. So I guess we'll go on to her next, since I have already yapped a segue into where I'm going to put her. But Adamakyu first. Adamakyu is an S tier.
Behind Ava?
Yeah, behind Ava. Now I'm only saying this because a lot of characters don't get a lot of screen time. So that does affect their rankings a bit, and there's kind of nothing we can do about it other than playing every route, which, let's be honest, guys, we're not doing that. That would take way too long. We have lives and stuff. So as much as we want to, I'm sorry we can't. But yeah, Zenta, she's going to be in a high B tier.
Okay. Did make her an
Kind of
interesting
annoying.
villain and all the timelines too, being this fake Moko and everything.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The annoying part, because the whole making fake copies of Moko and then other characters and faking us out, which
the army of Atos, and then the true Ato is hiding amongst them, and we always kill him first by accident.
Right.
Good times.
Not very effective. We'll be honest. But anyway, next on the list, New Gank. He has time powers. That's pretty neat. He's also so very apologetic all the time and feels like he needs to take responsibility for anything and everything. Is that kind of his whole character? Yeah. Is it a bit bland? Yeah. I'm going to say C tier.
C tier, I see. Now, which one is he? Is
And
he
again,
this one, or
he's at the farthest to the left, at the top?
this one? No, this one? Well, this is
Yeah, that one.
right?
That's New Gank.
Well, that's Mervrim, isn't it?
Oh, it's Mervrim. No, it's Mervrim. I was ranking New Gank. New Gank is right beside of them. So yeah, New Gank, we'll just throw him up in C tier.
Wait, this one's New
The
Game?
one directly beside of it. No.
This one?
Far, yes, that one.
Is it that Dalsha?
Huh?
This one's Dalsha, right?
What? Is he? Really? No way.
Is it too small
I'm
on
gonna
your
hurt myself.
screen? You can't see?
Damn it. Okay, so after Nico, right?
Yeah.
Go right twice. That is 100% New Gank.
Okay.
I am looking at him so goddamn close right now. There's no mistaking it. That's fucking New Gank.
Okay, so that
Okay, we're
one. That's
good.
what I thought. See, you said yes.
Okay, yeah. See, Mervram, kind of a crybaby. I feel bad for him. I wish he could have lived, but we never let him because we're horrible people.
Yeah.
We call ourselves that. But yeah, I don't know. B tier. He's not good. He's not bad. Just meh.
He was fighting to stop his planet from being blown up, and then he died.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess everyone was at one point. So, next one, Dalsha.
Yes, the mighty Dalsha.
Come on, people. If you have been watching literally any of our 100 line playthrough, you would know I fucking love this guy.
Well, some people might just not watch our series and just watch the tier list. So
Okay, but if you don't know, I love this guy. He's very very driven, very hot. He's a dad, you know. He's kind of set in his ways, but he he's not afraid to dirty his hands, but he's also kind of a little bitch to Veshness, which really sucks. Because what the fuck do you mean? Someone who is like nigh invulnerable is losing to someone like Veshness, who, mind you, we can kill with only Takumi solo. It's bullshit.
This is just an example of gameplay not matching like the plot power of people. That's all.
Right. So from a canon standpoint, Veshness is like peak Futrin.
Yeah, she's OP.
And Dalsha is like grabbing onto Veshness's hairs in that regard. But yeah, on that note, he is incredibly powerful. He can walk through the Undying Flames completely unharmed and not alarm anything because he's just that crazy.
Yeah.
And he lops Takumi's head off just for funsies because he feels like it. Like, I gotta do this.
With Takumi, so.
Yeah. Right. Oh, I'm sorry if you clicked on this thinking that we're gonna like Takumi. You're wrong. This is a wrong video for you. But anyway, on to the ranking. S tier, above Ava.
Oh my goodness. I also want to add that he's he's principled. He doesn't go against his principles, which is an extreme contrast to Veshness, who has no principles and will just do whatever she wants.
That's what I like a whole lot. I think it's weird too because me as a person, I am very like free-spirited, should I say? Chaotic. Basically, I just do whatever the fuck I want. So Veshness is more in line with my moral compass. But Veshness is so So I'm going to follow the code, even if it like things look bleak. I'm still gonna like stick to it, which is so cool.
Yeah,
I
Don
admire
Shaw
that because I can never do
sticks
it.
to it, yes. In the face of Armageddon, he still stays true to his code, so.
Yeah, but yeah, that's Dasha. That's his position here. Next one. Let's see, who is that? This one is Parmith. I don't think we know anything about Parmith.
Can't remember. It might have been the one that uh Adamaki liked, but I can't remember.
Yeah, it was.
So which one
So,
is this one?
oh, that's Parmith. Never mind.
Okay.
The one to the far left is, let me look. I'm sorry, the masks are so similar, you guys have no idea. But on Discord, I have like a whole list of Futurans and their masks on. Mind you, no one removes their masks, so it's hard to differentiate the ones that don't have incredibly different masks, which unfortunately, all of them have very similar ones. But to answer your question, the one person on the far left is Tarm Tammy, and she is going to be in the D tier.
D tier.
I hate her.
Because
She really sucks.
the illusions and
Yeah, the illusions, but she's also just annoying. Like she is that one prep in school that everyone gets so tired of, and you wonder why she's popular, but you don't question it because people think that she's important somehow.
I see.
Oh my god, was that too personal? I don't know. What's the joke? It's fine. Okay. Um, anyway, Zenshin is the one to the far left.
Yeah, which one's she's again?
I think Zenshin is the one that looked like the worm that took Emo that one time and also fuses with Valagarzo.
Yeah, and Valagarzo is the one with the horns over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we do them like together then, because they're like basically same thing.
They have a kid together.
Yes.
They love each other. They kind of have the same principles generally. Their powers are kind of cool, but I'm not adding that into an account really in their case because they're just steps of bosses. They're not really anything crazy to mention. I don't know, B tier, whatever. They're nothing wild.
Okay.
But if I do have to put them anywhere, I would put Falagarzo above the one up one more.
Above Mervrum.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Zanshin as well, because Mervrum doesn't have a lot of screen time. Other than, like, I don't know, I'm kind of afraid, but I'm still doing this or whatever.
So you want it more like this?
Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay.
All right. Nico. I think he's very funny. He's very cute. That being said, though, he's kind of a pushover. Even under the consideration that he follows a complete authoritarian teacher who that's really messed up. So even by that standard, you're getting C tier.
C tier and where in comparison to New King?
Top of C tier.
Okay.
Well, he's definitely better than Siri, let me tell you. On that note, because I feel like we've kind of segued into it. Sierra, unforgivable.
Unforgivable for his sins.
Not only did he lie to us the entire time, he lies to us in several timelines and then tells us that it's all for the good of humanity because he's programmed based off of greedy ass people that do not fucking care about what happens to the people sacrificing their lives to save them.
Also, he brainwashes a lot of people.
Yeah. Brainwashes
and he
them
has
all
to
the
complete the
time.
mission of destroying everyone on a planet.
Mm-hmm. And he's also like
and even
pro,
after humanity blows up, he will still blow everything up.
He's pro Radical Six too. Like if someone has to blow themselves up for the sake of humanity, as he says it, he's totally cool with it. He doesn't care. Nigo gets such a pass. You have no idea. Because I put him in the same tier. If he wasn't fun.
If he wasn't. Like yeah.
At least he has that.
What'd you say?
But I said at least he has that.
Yeah.
This one is Parmouth to the far left.
Yes. Are they the one that?
Yeah, Parmouth is Quinsley's, not Quinsley, Adamaticu's, like, lover, I think. I think that's what's going on.
Not good with names, but they said him very little, but I think that was the one that he was very sad about her dying. And that's why he wanted to destroy Vicious.
It could be lover. That's what I'm assuming, and I could be wrong. That maybe she's like, I don't know, really close friend or maybe even a sibling. We don't really know because it's not explicitly said. So we're just kind of guessing. But as far as she goes, we know basically nothing about her. So I don't know.
Is she the one that split into 3, or is she the one that... Who's the mind control one? Is this the mind control?
Now, the mind control one is Zenta.
I mean, the Zenta? That's the...
Wait, there's differences in there. Because the cloning, and then there's...
One makes copies and took Moko's place. The other one that, like, mind controlled people was a different one. And honestly, we don't see them in very many routes now that I think about it. Like, they were in their first one, and then did they show up one time in one of the routes? I don't even remember. They're rare.
I don't know.
I just don't know which is which. Oh no.
We don't really know too much because it's, yeah, like Maya said, like we don't see all of the invaders every timeline. But real quick, I'm going to look up to see if I can refresh our brains on what Parmouth really is about.
But if Parmouth is the one that... I'll just let you see which one was which.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be real, I don't remember. Okay.
We'll get to the real characters again later, don't worry.
Yeah, okay. Their special ability within battles is their ability to shoot arrows which brainwash anyone it hits.
And which one is that?
That's Parmouth. Okay, that's Parmouth's ability. So that's about it. Cool. Cool ability, I guess. But yeah, that's all you have. B tier. Low B tier.
Like the lowest B tier?
Below Mervyn.
Okay.
Yeah. Next one. I think that's Pacron. And the last one is Quinsley.
Yes, this one's Quinsley. I recognize Quinsley because we saw him a lot. Got like a bat shape. I think of it as a bat, it's got like the ears.
Yeah, he's also the only one that we haven't ranked.
Yes.
So
well, there's these 3, technically, but yes.
I'm looking for information about Pacron. I don't want to like say something and it not be true.
Or are they the one that splits into three then?
Well, they've got to be because they're the
No one
only
else left,
ones that
right?
we don't know the power of. So yeah, she splits at 3. Isn't that cool, guys? I think so too. Unfortunately, that's all she has going for her. So, as one could expect, she's probably going to be in B tier.
Okay. I mean, B tier's pretty high.
Well,
Be
everyone
high up
starts at
there
B
just
tier.
because they're
That's
heroes.
not saying anything.
They have to do bad things to go down.
Right. They have to do good things to go up. See how only a few people have done that? Isn't that telling? Quinsley, he's not only is he kind of like annoying to deal with in the first playthrough because Kurata has to build something and we can't fight him. He just like throws down enemies.
He just sends eggs everywhere.
Yeah, he's also just very annoying. He runs away a lot. He whines like a little bitch baby, and let's see what else. Yeah, no, that's honestly about it. He betrays people quite frequently because he's all about himself. So yeah, not a really good position for him right now. So yeah, join your buddy in D tier, you asshole.
So, like, here.
Yeah, that looks good. I like that.
Quinsley, the paragon of. Was it Revulsion? Yeah.
Repulsion, yeah. Veshness.
Yeah.
At first, I'll be honest, had we not recorded those 2 videos last time, I would not put her nearly as high as what I'm going to put her now. Because she is just the thorn in our side constantly. Is that kind of what makes a good villain? Sometimes, but being annoying isn't everything. I don't know, she's strong, she's hot. You know, that don't mean much. Just because Dasha is hot doesn't mean he gets an S tier. I mean, it's a boost, but like a tier boost or anything. I don't know. What else is there to say? She's very childish. Full stop. She leads with an iron fist and she doesn't think about consequences. She doesn't care about other people. The only time she cares, in quotations, I guess, is whenever she cares about Takumi in the one timeline that they die together. That's it. That's all. That's all you get. Villains aren't necessarily going to be high on the tier list, in my personal opinion, because that's kind of the point.
Well, that's the hard thing with villains, because, like, if you hate them, like, they elicit a response in you, then that almost, like, makes them good, because they're on purpose. It's when you hate somebody that you're not supposed to hate that they definitely go at the bottom.
Right. Well, I mean, I think that's kind of why the villains take a weird turn, because just because I put them low doesn't mean that they're bad in the sense that I don't like them. I like her as a villain because she is very villainous. But that's not to say I'm going to put her in S tier because she's great, like the other people that have nice principles and aren't chaotic evil or lawful evil, I guess.
Well, I don't think she's very lawful at all. No.
She's lawful to her own ideals.
Well, her ideal is herself, which, I mean, that's usually defines chaotic when you're just do whatever you
Okay,
want.
well then chaotic. We'll go with that. You're right.
My opinion. I don't know.
Well, whatever. Regardless, as much as I hate to say it, she's going in S tier, but she is not going to be high.
So, like, at the bottom of S tier.
Yeah, bottom of S tier.
Okay. And I want to add a little. There was like a. I think it originates from something the philosopher Nietzsche said. But basically, there's like the concept, the idea that, like, in a time of like big strife, there will be like this like great hero that will lead the masses or whatever. And there's like two different types that's considered two different ways that can manifest. One is called the fettered, which is somebody who will never betray their ideals no matter what the cost. Like they're fettered, they never betray what they believe in and stuff. And that I think would be as an example of Dalsha. And then there's the other type, the unfettered, which is somebody who will end up leading the world because they follow no rules whatsoever and just follow their exact own path and pay no attention to what anyone else tells them to do. So she would be the unfettered, and I think it's a nice contrast because he was the fettered and got overthrown by the unfettered.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
I think generally it's supposed to be in most modern media that like, oh, the quote unquote good guy is the one that you root for. And that's the one that generally wins because they are the main character. But in this case, she wins by plot.
Yeah.
So there's that. But I feel like we should be moving on. We're
Yes,
sucking
we
up
gotta get
time.
to the
So.
real characters.
Yeah, let's get on to him. Gaku. He's a piece of shit. Like, oh, you have a family you care for. That's cool. And genuinely, yeah, as much as I can get out of that, very, very sweet. You care about them and all, but far beyond that is a tower that sets all of his negative traits. And he sits on that very greedily, and it filled with lust and nothing but animosity towards anything that doesn't go his way. He is such a baby bitch. I hate you, Kaku. Go die in a hole, you piece of shit. Set an unforgivable. I will not change my mind.
Okie dokie. So we're an
Yep.
unforgivable.
I'm going to say, God. I mean, below Sirei because Sirei at least was programmed to act that way.
Well, so is he.
Gaku is just a
His
piece of
entire
shit for
life
the
was a
will of it.
lie.
I don't care. He chose to act like this despite it. Even after learning the truth, he was still kind of shitty. I think that made me change my mind. Anyway. Yeah, Yugamu, I really loved him in the mystery and the killing game routes.
Yeah. It's top of his form there.
Because yeah, I mean there were great qualities. But then we get into the Cult of Takumi timeline, which
And
as
the
I've said
slasher.
before, I am not going to hold it against everyone here. The only person I am holding it against is Yugamu. Yugamu willingly gave Takumi this potion.
Even though
And
it
when
works so well.
yes, it worked so well, and that's the issue. It worked so well that he could still like go back on it and give Takumi what he asked for, which is an antidote to the problem. Instead, however,
Well, he was
he
already way
kept
in
giving
by
it to
then,
him.
so.
And yeah, no, he was going to be an S tier. He really truly was. But despite that, he is extremely helpful, very funny, uh, very cool. So other than that very big trip and fall into dog shit, he's at least standing on one leg afterward. So I'll throw him a bone and say that he's in the lowest of A tier.
Okay. Let's say there was also the slasher route where he started putting on a suit and chasing people with a power saw, and every time he chased people, one of them ended up dead, and he still just kept doing it. So
that is true. Very, very shitty.
To me,
which is another reason
the other
thing. Forgot to mention it. I'm thinking about all these things, and I'm trying to like rack my brain for things. So I'm glad that you're pitching in here. So thank you. Shoma. At first, he was very annoying because he kept talking shit about himself. And then I'm like, wow, no one really believes this, right? You're just telling yourself that. You being negative, whatever. And then I believed it. Because in 2 timelines, he showed 2 instances that he is worthy of his self-deprecation. In one timeline, he poisoned Kako because he was afraid of poor little geek Kako. So he poisons her. And then he lies about it.
Yes, to save himself, which goes against his supposed, he thinks so lowly of himself, but he will kill other people to protect himself, so. Kind of proves that he's, I don't know, it's not good for him.
Liar's what he is. In another timeline, before we get to the last one, he is tied up to a pole, and then he basically lies and covers for the killer again and says, no, actually, that was me who killed this person, and gave false information to cover for a doll
that he picked up. Doll, but yes.
Yeah, but he picked it up and is like, no, this is like my dog Leo back at home. And then after it kills, I don't know, it was like 1 or 2 people, he's like, no, it's my dog Leo. I'm going to cover for him and not do anything about it.
Yep.
And then after he's done covering for it, after all these problems have been caused, we come back after a battle, and he's dead. Yep. Yeah, but before that, he fessed up to it. And for some fucking reason, in his small little pea fucking brain, he's like, no, I will cover for this fucking killing machine that killed my friends, mind you. Friends, supposedly friends. But no, I'm going to lie directly to their faces and say that it isn't this crazy doll's fault that I just so happened to be picking up. It was me. I did it with my own 2 hands. You fucking liar. Icing on top of the shit cake. He then goes, and in another timeline, he, God, what was it? I'm trying to think. Did something. Oh yeah, Ava. With Ava. So he has this thing where he remembers very, very well. And supposedly to remember better, or to be able to remember, he needs hemoanima. His only response, after taking care of Ava for so long, after caring for her, after caring about her, he's like, no, I have to kill Ava. It's the only choice, despite there being other choices that he could take. But no, killing her has to happen. It has to happen, regardless of anything ever, anything that he could ever do. despite all rationality, he kills her. Regardless of what you do, he tries to kill her. He will kill her if you say yes. And if you say no, he will attempt to kill her, and Ava will stab the shit out of him, and rightfully so. With that being said, Shoma, you fucking useless dust rabbit. You are going to sit at the bottom of Unforgivable. I do not care at all. Hate him so goddamn much. My most hated character in this entire game, full stop. But on to lighter characters.
So far, it looks like we just like
For
the
a little bit.
futurans more than anyone else.
Yeah,
Other than
he's at the bottom. No one else is beating him. I'll be real. Hiriko, she is the main character. I do not care. Takumi is a stand-in. We may play as Takumi, but she's the real main character. Let's be fucking honest with ourselves here. She has got the brains, she's got the brawn, she has got the looks. Takumi doesn't have the looks. He ain't got it. He don't even have glasses. Look at that. How embarrassing. That must suck. Even Moko has glasses. Look at that. You see that, guys? Right there. She has glasses. Couldn't even put glasses on. That's a shame. Anyway, enough Takumi. It's slander. She goes and has like a bunch of time loops and stuff and gives us such helpful information. And she has went through a whole lot. Matter of fact, about 50 years worth of bullshit. So if none of what I said puts her in S tier, I don't know what will. And as a matter of fact, she's going to the very top.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that. Look at And Ato, at first, he was a real piece of shit. And through a lot of other timelines, he tried to sabotage us, kill us. And for the most part, he actually doesn't mess with us as much as we expect. Then also because we kill him in like some timelines.
Yeah, we killed him like 10 times too, yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was our nemesis so hard, and then yeah.
Yeah, but even in timelines where he doesn't get rid of his whole disdain for humanity, and mind you, it's not just disdain, it is like seething hatred. Like he is looking at everyone like they are disgusting monsters, and the very sound of their voice makes him want to hurl and eat lead. He still helps us in that timeline. He like rips out his eyeballs for the sake of helping us.
Yeah.
Which, for someone who is supposed to be like the mole, is pretty crazy. pretty crazy dedication. But for all his slights, he's unfortunately not bridging the gap on an S tier, in my opinion. And as a matter of fact, he will go above Yugamu.
Oh my goodness.
But not above Karawa. Not Karawa, but Kamyun. Doesn't get Karawa, that's why. Anyway.
But yeah, it's just another thing like where with villains it's hard to rate them sometimes because like if they make you hate them so much, well that's kind of like it's a good thing. And he made us hate him so much, but at other times he's like the best. So he's got real variability. Versatility, that's the
Right.
word I'm looking for.
And another thing too, like I do remember, and even we have said that in some timelines, characters that we haven't ranked yet were so bad that we wanted to go back to the Ato timeline just so we can kill them and get rid of them because we hated them so much in that time in those timelines. It's horrible. You even had to think about that. But necessary evil, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, old man.
The
He's
old
here for the
man.
plot.
Yep. Mysterious old man.
Which, it's better than I can say for the future commanders that are already ranked. He gets an A tier, but below Yugamu because he only gets screen time to yap about lore.
He's very helpful, though.
Yeah, very, very helpful.
He knows
Which is
things
why
and he's
he's there.
helpful.
But yeah, go ahead.
That's all I think I wanted to say. I don't remember.
Okay.
There was something I wanted to say about Ato, but I forgot all about it, so
Oh
I've been
gosh,
trying to
sorry.
remember, and I just don't remember. Oh well.
Well. Oh yeah, and oh no, never mind. That was part of what I already talked about. So moving on to Comey. Everyone, I know a lot of you probably at home think very highly of Takomi, or maybe you don't. Sorry to say, but I have some pretty strong opinions on him. For one, he is very, very lazy. He loves to sleep. It is one of his likes on his page. And as a matter of fact, he does indeed love sleeping. You know what he also loves doing? Getting knocked the fuck out for seemingly no reason. Oh, I'm just going to trip on a rug now and lose a couple days, because I can. Oh, I'm also going to be like having this sickness where I just like get knocked out sometimes miraculously and lose several days. And I'm also going to be probably one of the worst leaders to ever see this planet, period. He's a horrible leader. His leadership skills are passable at the best of times and actually detrimental at the worst. If Takumi is the main character, Takumi is the main character, but he has such a negative impact on the story for the most part because he just goes back in time or is very dumb with the shit he does. It really pisses me the fuck off. Sure, he does some good, does the best he can to protect people, but he's also just really stupid sometimes. And causes problems. Sorry to say, buddy. You're in C tier. Above Nico.
Okay.
The very own main character in C tier. Wild shit, isn't it? I don't think even Mikado was that low. That isn't really a spoiler.
Yeah, it's not.
But anyway, Kyoshika.
The mighty Kyoshika.
She's a sleaze. Is there anything else I can say about her? Because not really.
She's just funny.
She's sort of funny. Yeah, she likes swords. She likes swords a lot. She
can't do math, and
she loves swords.
She talks
Matter of fact, she
which I
loves
kind of
swords.
like. It's funny.
What is it?
She does that old timey talk. I like that. Perhaps I'll form a like,
Okay, but do you think that is like a huge boost for her, or
I mean, being funny is
because
nice.
what you're looking
And like
at right now?
she likes justice, and she's like always usually on the side of like justice, but like she's also kind of like crusadery in that like if she thinks the other side is evil, then she will just start killing them all. So, so like she would usually take the good side, but she's not very smart, so she might murder people thinking they're evil, type of thing. Like,
Uh, so what I'm hearing is a chivalrous. Is that the right word? No, that like pertains to romance and
well, no,
stuff.
it's also a night thing.
I think.
Follows
Well, then maybe I am using it in the right context. But she, yes, she is the things you said, but she's also a sleazeball and an idiot. So those
it.
two are not great things. Um, let's cut a deal here, right? We'll we'll do Kyuchika a favor, and you can move her wherever you want to after. But for me, I will put her at the top of B tier. That's my final offer.
Top of B tier.
Yep.
Okay, I think that's good by me. We'll have to see once we get more people on the board. But
Yeah, Dadami, fuck you.
she's kind of funny though, and like her what's it called? The Bond event was the last part of it was sweet. In fact, like the further you got into her Bond events, the more normal she became, which proves that she is fixable. So we can fix her. So.
What did you smoke before you started? I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. but yeah, no. I do agree to some extent. Now she isn't the worst, by no means. But as for the funny thing, I even thought some of the things that Shoma did was funny. I don't think that does a lot for the character, though.
Yes, but she's mostly harmless. She never murders anybody unless they tell him to murder her.
Yeah, but she's also yapping all the time about killing games and
well,
uh,
I think that problem, and it's also with Shoma, but he like never changes. But with her, it's like every single timeline we like. She says a lot of stuff about killing games, but that's because we keep going back in time. So she's just doing her killing game speeches again, So she never
you are.
gets past that part of her plot development.
If you
Character
played
development,
sports,
rather.
you'd be an amazing goalie because your defense for her is fucking goalie. You have no idea how quick I was to pummel her ass. All right. Okay. So here's my thought process. Another thing I'll add to the mix, that one off comment that she made towards commune.
Well, what I will say about that is that it was in one route, and we also hated Tekamaru in that route. We haven't, put on the tier list yet, but like he was terrible in that route. She did some terrible things in that route. Like we can't base everything just on that one route because it never came up again in any other routes.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think I am over-equating one single instance and making it incredibly massive. So I will give you that. Yes, I'm with you on that. So, okay. Here's what I'll do. My original thought process was going to be at the top of Unforgivable, but with all of your expert deduction and defense, I will settle for the middle of C tier.
Okay, so
Is that acceptable?
like between Takumi and Nico?
Yes.
Okay. I will take that as acceptable.
Okay. I can stomach that. Barely.
I
But
mean, she's not
Ema,
above anyone except war criers, so it's fine. And
that
commanders
is
we don't
true.
care about, but
She
yeah.
also participated in the key stuff.
Oh, you mean
She is a reason it all happened.
Yes, but unlike Gaku in that circumstance, she died before the situation even like came up that like the opportunity to realize that her things were behind everything, you know? Because Gaku was
Right.
alive plenty while the zombie, even during the zombies and stuff, and he said nothing, knowing that he was the cause of it all. But Darby died way too early to know anything about what's going on. So,
Yeah, you're true. God damn it.
the
I want to
Darby
hate so
defense.
fucking hard. She's so good at this. I could just be an asshole and say no, I don't care, and then better lower, but no. You're not going to. I'm not going to do that. All right. All right. I'll just sit down. I concede. Now on to the next character. Ema. Respectfully. Fuck no. I do not like him. I just don't. I really, really don't.
He's very quick to like just stab people sometimes and take people hostage and
Right. All over his sister, and sometimes it's just out of impulse.
and like then the zombie route he went up on the roof, which is what caused all the zombies to get off the roof again. Although in his defense, I guess in that case it was Takumi's dumb idea to go after him, so they're both at fault for
Right.
that part, but
Well, I'm still gonna blame him for that because Takumi was trying to save him, and even if he didn't, the zombies would still be there. They'd have to deal with them, regardless of what they did.
like presumably they'd come out the door eventually, you know. I doubt they just sit up there forever. Although speaking of that route, I guess it's because they didn't have a queen like in a body somewhere like commanding them, so that's why they were like zombie like. But in other routes they like follow orders more and like actually like can pretend to be people even when they're so yeah.
Yeah,
They need the leadership of a queen, it seems.
indeed they do. But yeah, no, I. There's only a few instances I can think of positive qualities of Ema, but they're few and far between. He cares about his sister, but it's because he cares about his sister that he is so reckless and so uncaring towards literally anyone but her. He is obsessive towards her, in fact. Overly so. Very overly so, and to a weird extent.
And then that the first
No
route with
sibling should
some
care
of
that
the other
much.
two, he's very controlling just in general, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very, very controlling. He won't let her be her own self. Very shitty. As stated previously, I hate whenever people are like used and to lose their independence, free will, and all that. Ema, yeah, buddy, you fucking suck. Unforgivable.
Where in Unforgivable.
At the top. At least he helps sometimes. There's that. I mean, good for you. You get like a star made out of cardboard. Consolation prize. Everyone gets one. Takamaru. He was really, really bad in one timeline. In fact, I hated him so much in that timeline. But in every other timeline that we were in, he was very consistently great. He is He's like the big brother that you want. He looks really big and scary, but he's a big grizzly bear that's just the best to be around.
Yeah.
He's like Dalsha, like he stands with his ideals and doesn't deviate unless he really has to. He thinks he has to.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know what else really to say, but he will be right below Ava and above Adamaku.
Okie dokie. There you go.
So there he is. Honestly, uh, let's put him above Dalsha. Actually, I think that's more reasonable. I think,
So like here.
yeah, because he gets more screen time than Ava and Dalsha, and Eva's brainwashed half the time. So
More than half the
yeah,
time, honestly, but yeah.
right. It ain't fair. But now it is. Anyway, Kako.
Yes.
I like her a lot more than Ema.
Yeah.
She tries to be her own person. She helps people whenever she can, but she also hurts people a lot. Kind of for the same reason Ema does a lot. Yeah, basically only for that. And she acts very rash. Makes sense since those two are canonically the youngest. I guess I can overlook that partially. So, with that being said, I will put her right below Kyoshika
Okay.
in the B tier.
There we go.
Nozomi.
Yeah.
She's the vanilla girl. Let's be real. But she's our vanilla girl. She stands with us when we need her, even if it's against humanity. But she is the only human in this story that we see.
Yeah, only human in this
So
game.
there's that. That's cool, right? She helps people with science. She helps people with medical stuff whenever they need it.
Yes. Even though her
She's kind of
listed
the
dislike is hospitals, but she'll do it anyway.
yeah, and she often mediates a lot of situations. She stands up for people. Very cool. Like it. Uh, I don't see a reason not to put her anywhere else other than S tier.
Where in S tier?
As much as she's a vanilla girl. Below Veshnes, because she isn't as cool.
She isn't as cool.
That's my
She's at the
only
bottom of
reason.
S tier because she's not cool, but she's really nice though.
We're separating hairs in S tier. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, we probably
All of the characters in S tier are amazing. For their own reasons. Kurata, with her mask, she's a pompous bitch. Yeah, that's really a lot of her character. Sure, she's helpful. She creates things to help us in situations like mechanical wise and makes us curry, but then she's just Kurata, which is really bitchy most of the time. Without her mask, she's pretty sweet and says what she means. So think the worst kind of tsundere with the mask, and the good kind without.
Yeah. The duality of tsundere.
Yeah. With that all being said, though, it is sorry to say to anyone who likes Kadada, but she goes below Nigo.
Vanished to the Nico dimension.
Yeah. Moko. Yeah, she's pretty cool. And with glasses, she's even better. A tier.
Wearing A
Above
tier.
the old man.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, she's very supportive, but she isn't as narratively or combat useful as Yugamu or anyone else above the list that we can play.
Like, her description says that she's good as, like, a solo character, but, like, this game never lets you just, like, do solo adventures, so, like, that doesn't help. When you're in a pro
Right.
team, you usually want people that do high damage, or, like, can move far to do high damage everywhere type thing, so she's just kind of, like, a decent character, no downsides, but, like, you can do a lot with her, but, like, she doesn't excel at anything particularly, so
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you are low on people somehow, maybe there is a route somewhere that's like the Moko route, and like you're just like her and Takumi, and then she'd probably shine there. But
Yeah, she probably would. I don't doubt
in
that.
fact, a lot of these characters probably have routes that would probably make us like them more. But we only did a few.
Well, you say a few, but Maya,
We did a
we
lot, but
have
I mean, we only did a few that are like character routes. Like the killing
right.
game route, we did go with Tsubasa and stuff in that, but like that wasn't the Tsubasa route. So I don't know if there is
Mm-hmm.
a Tsubasa route, like maybe the romance route, that was the Tsubasa route. I don't know. In which case, do
Well,
all characters have a route? I don't know.
I don't know for sure, but I will say we recorded in total 148 episodes of this game. Or not together, all of them. Because some of them you did on your own. But
Well, there was a few in the demo, yes, at the beginning, but
right. However,
so only like 5 episodes though. So
yeah, well, of the ones that we did record, I will say it. Yeah, it's whatever. It's not important. Let's just continue, shall we?
yeah,
Tsubasa. Now, okay, so hear me out. She is my favorite character, slightly more so than Hiriko, but Hiriko is got slight leg up on her usefulness because of her time travel. That's it. That is the only reason. And yes, separating hairs. I'm going that far. She will go right below Hiriko. No
yes.
more, no less. She is right there. She is hugging up against her. Anyway,
She's just so useful in
goes
every
on.
single timeline. And in
Yeah.
addition, she also has a tendency to like stab people in different
Mhm.
routes, and it's always cool when she does.
Right. And she's so cute.
Yeah, the noise she makes is the best.
Indeed. And then on to Ghost Dad. I mean, he's Ghost Dad. He is the Ghost Dad. Now, I'm not saying he's above everyone else, but I would like to make another tier list above S tier real quick.
Okay. I had a roll above.
Again, he isn't better than anyone else in S tier necessarily, but no one would be here without him. Let's be real. We need to respect where we all came from. This is the Ghost Dad tier list. The Ghost Dad tier.
Okay, so call it Ghost Dad.
Yeah, Ghost Dad.
Ghost Dad. There we go. Ghost.
All in all, if I were to like legitimately place him somewhere in S tier, if you are curious, I'm putting him right below Tsubasa, but like literally atoms are separating them. That is how close the top three are.
I see.
Oh god. Let's just get this over with. E Queen.
Yeah.
But we're using Kakoji as a stand-in
Yeah,
for all of the
Kakogi is
gi.
the Kakoji. Yep. She's the representative of the gi in general. As a villain, basically.
Right.
So, yeah.
Oh, great villain because she's literally the worst. Literally the worst.
Yeah, she was the sponsor. She was the mystery killer person, false Karara, as I was calling them. And she was, well, the gi were there's Gi Nozomi and Gi Takumi. They did a lot of stuff too. Then all the
Yeah.
zombies, Countess Gi. So yeah, all of that.
All of that was the gi's problem. The gi's um doing. So, um as much as I hate Shoma, I have to stand up to the fact of the matter. Kakoji and all of the gi combined are a far more significant threat than Shoma and his dumbassery is.
So you want her at the very
So
bottom?
yeah, very bottom. She
All the other villains get to be
somehow
up here, but
what?
all the other villains get to be up here, but
Yes, but that's not because they're good at being villains. That is because they are interesting, fun characters at some capacity. And that's really saying something for Feshness. Good job for you. You really did something in your route. You got a little something added to your character other than being IMO. But yeah, uh,
like you
onto
cut out
this.
for a second. What did you say?
Oh, what did you miss?
Veshnes got an upgrade on her route. She was more than a what?
Reoccurring nightmare.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then finally, the
But
most important of all characters.
originally, we weren't going to do this because I'm kind of using Nozomi as a representative of Katawa since she was talking to Takumi in the pod, and he was like visualizing Katawa instead of Nozomi because that's all he perceived Nozomi as at the time. And he made like faux dreams with it. But Maya brought up the point that they are different characters, which is true. So we have to go for them separately. Now, if Nozomi is vanilla, Katawa is more than vanilla. She is like pure in its 100%
like
pure form.
pure vanilla extract.
Yeah, pure vanilla extract. Yes, exactly that. Uh, Typical anime character. A main love interest. Insert here. Or your money back. I don't know. Look, she's there. Can we really say much other than that? Takumi cares about her a lot.
Yeah.
But he's also in C tier, so I don't really know what to say if I care about his opinions or not.
Well, we know that
But
he likes smart women, so she must be smart.
yeah, she is smart. She's funny at times, and she ate a lot of Berbers.
Yes, I remember she.
Hey, that's pretty good in my book.
Yeah.
So to
Burger
that,
Queen.
yeah, I'm gonna say right below Kako.
Okay.
She doesn't get a lot of screen time. And it's not that she's bad, but there's that. She's a fictional character in a fictional game. What more can you really get?
Yeah. I will just say though, which doesn't have anything to do with her character really, but the whole Takumi's love, that and the whole reason you're like doing everything in his life to like save her and everything, and that she's not even real. It's just like one of the most saddest things a video game has ever had. Concept. like, yeah,
Oh.
as he's dying, his thoughts go back to her and everything. And I've seen a few like works of media have similar stuff. Like what's that movie? Blade Runner 2049 or whatever. I might have the number wrong, but in that one has a similar thing with a girlfriend in that. So it's just I don't know. I find it really sad because he loves her so much. And she's not real. Yep. Like his
Wow.
anchor point, not even real.
That is very true. Didn't didn't really think about it that way until you said something. So yeah, that is very, very sad.
And he wouldn't have went back in time probably at all and done any of this if he didn't think Carter was, real, so
Right. But that
game would have
isn't
been very different. So
necessarily.
she did technically affect the plot a lot, even though she's not real.
She did affect it a lot, yes, but she did that indirectly, not that she did it of her own will.
Yes, because she doesn't actually exist.
Because
It's
if
complicated.
anything, it would be the result of Takomi because he's making dreams.
Anything, she is him, so
Right. Exactly. She's just better.
so really, Takumi got to be in B tier one way or another, that's all. She's his better half.
Well, if you want to put it that way, then sure.
Alternate version of the game where you play as her instead. Takumi is the one that's not real.
That's interesting. But yeah, everyone, that's our tier list. But first, before we actually end it, I'm going to ask Maya if there's any placement that she wants to change or adjust.
Well, I don't really have an answer for it. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. Yeah. I was just going to bring up again that it's hard to rate villains, but like Kako G doesn't have. Well, I mean, I guess the sponsor kind of had a personality and stuff, but I don't know. I think I wouldn't know where I would put them anyway because like I wouldn't put them up in like S or A tier. But like if I put them in the middle, it just seems like they kind of just don't do anything, So I guess Unforgivable makes sense.
Well, if we are voting purely off of inverse, say for instance, they are really, really shitty, and therefore that is their purpose. So why shouldn't I put them really, really high? If you're asking me that, Kakoji would be above Hirko.
Well,
but I'm not going to do that.
Not just that, but also like how interesting they make the plot be. Because like Ato is very interesting. He makes stuff happen. And Kako G, like, I mean, as the sponsor and stuff, she was making stuff happen. But the Gi, as in general, usually just like kill people. I mean, they're kind of interesting the way they like plot it out and stuff, but like they're just killing people, which isn't as interesting as like the motivations of other people. So
now that you put it that way, I do think I'd be really remiss if I didn't put Ato in S tier right below Nozomi, because he does make a lot happen, and he's kind of a decent foil to what Takumi is. And look at that, Takumi C tier, Ato S tier. Where the fuck have I gone? we, if you ask me, the first timeline, if this is going to be the case after seeing what Ito did, I would call you stupid. But it's not. At least I think.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
And Nozomi is there also, not just because the reasons I gave, but also because she is kind of the reason Takumi had dreams in the first place, built Katawa, and had any sort of driving factor, because otherwise he'd be as plain as a poster board. Let's be real.
Yeah, like what are his hobbies? What does he do?
Sleeping.
Sleeping.
That's it. Sleeping. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's all. That is literally it.
Yeah.
You don't. That's the only answer I can give, and it's very unfortunate. It's a very poorly written main character. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But that's it. Those are my final thoughts. Ghost Dad's great. He's very, 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 very helpful. Very cool.
Yes.
There's a reason Takumi can go back in time and make all of these characters in the list be where they are.
Yes, because we were going off the first route alone. Then, like, Leorico died so early that we couldn't put her at the very top, right? Even though we were, like, hero worshipping her until she came back, so...
Wow. I'd still put her in A tier at that time. At least A tier.
Yeah. And Tsubasa was cool and all, but, like, it was the killing game route that made us really like her.
Yeah, and then she stayed relatively consistently, like, helpful, funny, great.
And Tekamaru, he would have been high if we just did the first route. And Dalshad didn't exist. And we probably would have put Eva pretty high too, but she didn't even speak any our language and stuff, so we can't put her too high.
She was pretty. But that wouldn't have gotten her anywhere.
And Adamaki would be nowhere because we don't care about him at all.
Yeah, he would have stayed B tier with everyone else.
I actually think Veshnes just going off the first route actually would still be kind of be high because like the way she came in and just the oh no she's hot moment, and then later and she's crushing the Sire Ema and everything. I don't know. She had a good presence all at the end there.
Yeah, I didn't like Ema at the time then either. So she would have been high. I agree with you there.
Yeah.
Either way, she was going to be decently high.
But yeah, Ito would have been Kako G at that point.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone, that's our tier list. Let us know in the comments what you think about our tier list, and if there is like DLC that comes out for this game at some point, maybe we'll play it.
Yeah. If DLC is announced, well, maybe we'll start doing some of the routes to like get into the vibe of the game again, and then when the DLC hits, we can play all the new stuff. Unless it like comes out tomorrow because like it announces tomorrow because like we gotta play something else at least a little bit. The game's too long.
Yeah, to segue off of that, we're gonna find something to do. Maybe it's Ace Attorney, maybe it's chilling for a little bit, but you all won't know it because we have such a stock of videos in reserve. To put it into perspective, actually, let's see where we're at. Episode 129 has just been uploaded. And the most recent one, which is the last one that we are recording for a little while, is episode 148. That is how far ahead we are.
We were addicted.
So you all
We
won't
needed to
know.
know what happened next, you know?
What is it?
We were addicted. We had to know what happened next.
Right.
It's like you can never eat one chip or whatever. It's like you can never just play one route. I mean, you gotta do more.
Mhm. But yeah, we'll figure something out. You all will see it in due time. But yeah, let us know your rankings in the comments. Please
Yes, let us know
let
if
us know
we
what you
put your
thought
favorite
about our
character at the
rankings
bottom and that
too.
we should like forgive them, even though we labeled them as unforgivable.
Yeah. Give us your deep your deep thoughtful analysis on why you could change our minds about these please. I'd love to hear. And I'm not being facetious much. It's impossible not to. I hate those characters. But still let us know.
And again, the stuff about villains being hard to judge would also go with Sierra, because like we love to hate him. Because he's terrible monster that mind controls people.
Right. And you know what? What makes it even worse? He's not Monokuma. You know what? I am so tired of seeing that stupid little piece of crap. I've had it. I've had it for the second I've seen him. He is not a Monokuma. He's not a Monomi. He's not an Usami. He is bullshit.
Yeah. And with that, I guess everyone, if you enjoyed this, then liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing are all appreciated. The most important thing, though, that you must absolutely do this. Have a wonderful day.
Oh, and before you do, if any of the artists here that are watching can please make artwork of Monokuma beefing with Sire, please do. I want to see them fight.
Yeah. Me too. Anyway, bye.
Bye.